Welcome back to Beyond the Match. Let's dissect all the transfer news. A lot of things are happening in the world of football. A lot is going on. As the season draws closer for the season opener, a lot of things are happening. A lot of clubs are buying players. Let's start with Chelsea. Manchester United have ruled out the chance to sign Nicholas Jackson. I don't even understand. Nicholas Jackson, Manchester United added Nicholas Jackson on the transfer list. I saw a lot of backlash. I believe Manchester United directors must have seen the rage of Manchester United fans. They don't want Jackson. And Chelsea are also saying 100 million for Jackson. Manchester United have now said they're not going to sign Jackson. And Jackson remain available on the market. Jackson is not a player that Chelsea said you should leave. Jackson is just weighing his option. Can he be able to compete with the lap? Can he take the shirt from João Pedro? He's not just having the lap in front of him. There is João Pedro, there is other players ahead of him. So he's looking at his possibilities. Now that Manchester United have decided not to go for, Jackson, what are the options for Man U? Manchester United are now focused on signing Oli Watkins or Sesko. Oli Watkins for 60 million. They've had talks, but Aston Villa prefers to keep Oli Watkins. So if you look at this one, it's going to be an interesting one. Manchester United have also dived into the Sesko deal. Sesko meaning that Newcastle are advancing, trying to get it done. Remember, Newcastle have been dealt a huge blow in this transfer window. They have been mesmerized. In fact, they completed the signing of Ramsdale. That's the only option people did not fight with them for. And Elanga. They went for João Pedro, Chelsea took over. Went for Ekitike, Liverpool took over. Went for James Trafford, Manchester City took over. Right now they're fighting for Sesko. It looks as if Man U are fighting. Let's see whether Man U can be able to take Sesko away from Newcastle United, because Newcastle are in a position where they'll be asking themselves, they're in the Champions League, yet they can't attract players. It is now down to Sesko. Will Sesko want to go to Manchester United for a project, or will he want to go to Champions League direct with Newcastle United? So we'll see how that works out. And if Man U decide to sign Benjamin Sesko, it means that Newcastle have now added Nicholas Jackson on their list, because there's no other option. If Man U buy Sesko, Newcastle will have to go to Chelsea to sign Nicholas Jackson. But that is not the only the case. There's a lot of deja vu, a lot of merry-go-round in this transfer window. Liverpool are interested in signing Isak. And Isak is a player that Newcastle values so highly. Newcastle are valuing Isak at 172 million. 172 million. So meaning that if Newcastle collect 172 from Liverpool, they are planning to give Chelsea close to 100, where Chelsea valued Nicholas Jackson, because there's no how Chelsea will allow you collect 172 million. You will not pay 50 million for Nicholas Jackson. It's not going to work. Chelsea would like to get something huge also from the chunk of money. Liverpool on their own side are saying that they're not ready to pay anything. They're not ready to go over the bar, because 172 million means that Isak will be the highest or the most expensive player in the Premier League. And are Liverpool willing to do this? We don't know, because Liverpool have also spent a sizable amount of money. Spent 90 million on Ekitike. Spent close to 100 million on Florian Wirtz. Now there's Frimpong they've spent money on. And there's a lot of players that are still looking at. Diaz have left, so they're looking for replacements. So are Liverpool willing to still spend up to 170? Maybe there's a lot of money in Liverpool disposal, because if you look at Diaz is going to go, Nunes is going to go. Let's see what they do. But if they did that, then Newcastle will go to Chelsea if they cannot buy Sesko. Remaining on Liverpool Football Club, Diaz have now forced his way out. I see a lot of Liverpool fans that are angry for Diaz. I say, don't be angry. It is the ability of humans to always want better. They want more. You can't ask Diaz to just keep playing for passion and inshallah. He's getting to 28 years. His salary is about 65 to 68k a week. And you're telling me he should have stayed and asked for more. Liverpool cannot improve it up more than 100k. But at Bayern, look at the offer he's got. 12 million per year. That is a massive increase. So he will prefer it. He forced his way out. Liverpool also got a good money from Diaz. No, I think Liverpool bought him. I don't know whether it's 50 million. Bought him, and now Liverpool are getting 75 million total package. 70 million guaranteed, 5 million on add-ons. That is good. It's not a bad one. So Diaz is going to leave. So there's money for Liverpool to also spend. And then Nunes will have opportunity to join maybe Saudi Pro League clubs. Napoli wanted to buy Nunes. It didn't work out, because the money they are requesting is so much. So right now, it means that if Nunes leaves, then Liverpool can have enough money to go for Isak. Can they spend 172? Nobody knows. Chelsea are struggling to sell Chilwell. You see the reason I told Chelsea fans, stop always thinking about high wage. High wage destroys a club. Nobody will be willing to buy Chilwell and pay. I think Chelsea are paying him, is it 150 or 170? Nobody can pay that. And remember, it's not just about matching that salary. He will even want an upgrade. How many clubs can pay that? Crystal Palace, all these clubs. And no top clubs is about to buy Chilwell. Chilwell is not a liability. Chelsea are struggling to sell Chilwell, and this is very, very bad. But then, I hope they will find a creative idea. There's a lot of players at Chelsea that need to move on. Sterling is struggling to find a club. Fofana, Viega is the one that I think is close. Viega, a lot of European clubs are interested in signing Viega because Viega is a good prospect. He's 20 years and his wage is very low. Like I said, you see the advantage here. So if Viega now pack up his bag and leave, Chelsea would have generated a lot of money. 25 million from Petrovic, guaranteed 30 million from João Felix. Then there is also 52 million from non-Madueke. You can see that money is coming in and there's still more to be sold. So let's see what is going to happen. On Manchester United's side, Garnacho. Chelsea are interested in signing Garnacho. This has caused a lot of uproar. A lot of Chelsea fans are saying this is where they will draw the line. I know Garnacho have this personality of fighting always in the dressing room or having attitude of when he's substituted. I think this is as a result of the culture of Manchester United. I don't think Garnacho will come to Chelsea when Enzo Maresca is fully in charge and be allowed to do that. He will be easily ostracized from the squad. What I'm thinking, if you ask me, I don't think Chelsea would like to buy Garnacho because if you look at it, Manchester United did not sell Rashford. A lot of clubs knows that they don't need to buy a player from Man U. So what they are waiting for is towards the end of the transfer window, loan offer. Let's see whether this works. Loan offer. This is what Barcelona did, get Rashford on loan. Aston Villa did it. Chelsea did it last year with Sancho. Probably this is what is going to happen again, but let's watch. But the attention of Chelsea or the focus is to sign Xavi Simons. Then after Xavi Simons, Chelsea will sign, Jorrel Hato. These two players are the key element for Chelsea. The players that Chelsea wants to sign. And for Jorrel Hato, the conversation is already advanced. 7-year deal is already agreed. Everything is already in pipeline. Chelsea are trying to finalize this as quickly as possible. ASAP. And then Xavi Simons also advanced. Remember, Leipzig are planning to buy Chukwuemeka. So it's kind of like, two-way traffic. Give me this, even though it's a separate deal. But they're interested in Chukwuemeka. Chelsea are interested in Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons have rejected every approach from other clubs. Bayern, every club, he said Chelsea or nothing. And then look at the other side. Jorrel Hato have also informed Heitinga he doesn't want to play again. In fact, there are 2 preseasons he missed it. He didn't want to play. He just staying on strike. He's saying, allow me to join Chelsea. So right now they're trying to find a solution. Ajax 160 million. Chelsea are saying 40 million because the amount they sold Timber. That is the reason. Chelsea have a gauge saying they cannot pay 60 million. But it looks as if Chelsea will find a middle ground with Ajax around 40, 45 million. Let's see what happens. But Chelsea are very, very, very close. Any moment from now, even before this video drop, you might hear that Jorrel Hato is already a Chelsea player. And then Xavi Simons also. But the report is that after Xavi Simons, Chelsea will likely go for Garnacho. But my own understanding by my own thinking, Chelsea will like to get Garnacho on loan. But let's see as he pounds out. I don't think Chelsea will likely quickly go and throw money to Manchester United when they know the situation that nobody tries to buy Man U players. So let's see what happens in that one. Vini Jr. agent is asking Real Madrid to increase Vini Jr.'s salary to be the same thing with Mbappé. Why is it that Vini is trying to create enmity with him and Mbappé? What is this obsession with Mbappe's salary? What is the problem? You have been at Real Madrid. In every company, no 2 persons stays on the same salary. It depends on your negotiating skills. And it depends on your pedigree. Depends on your personality. Mbappé came into Real Madrid as a superstar. Vini came in as a potential. Mbappé have made name for himself at Monaco PSG before coming to Real Madrid. Why is it that Vini Jr. is obsessed? This thing will create division. Asking for Mbappe's salary. Man, go to Saudi. I don't think it's necessary. Nobody should be paid more than Mbappé at Real Madrid Football Club. Yes, I'm saying it. I remember last season when I was saying that Mbappé is the focal point of Real Madrid. A lot of people are saying Vini Jr. I say Vini Jr. have not scored even the 35 goals Mbappé scored last season. Vini have never scored up to 30 goals for Real Madrid. Sure, I said it. You can see how he's taking shape. But let's see what happens. And then the other side, Rodrigo. Rodrigo is saying that he's not going to Tottenham. Even Tottenham in Champions League. Tottenham had talks. Tottenham tried to have a conversation. Rodrigo said no. He will want a higher club with better pedigree than Tottenham. This is a slap on Tottenham's face. But then Rodrigo is saying that he wants a better club. And Real Madrid are trying to value Rodrigo for 100 million. How many clubs are willing to give Real Madrid 100 million for Rodrigo? Who knows? Who knows? But I think it's going to be difficult. Then for Donnarumma, this report that Chelsea are interested in buying Donnarumma, I don't think this will work. I bet they post that Sanchez, apart from errors leading to goal, Sanchez have a good, statistics. A good statistics. So let's take it at that. Let's take it at that. Let's believe that Chelsea will not be able to buy Donnarumma because 200k a week is going to be very, very crazy. So if you look at this, you will know that Chelsea will not be willing to pay Donnarumma 200k. Of course, Enzo Maresca was seen talking with Donnarumma now at the end of the Club World Cup. Nobody knows, but in football, never say never. But if you ask me, apart from errors leading to goal, Sanchez beat Donnarumma in every statistics. Sanchez faced more shots. Sanchez did more saves. Sanchez did a lot of things. But, in football, let's see what happens. There's a report that PSG are willing to sell Donnarumma because Donnarumma have rejected 3 offers from PSG. They are now completing Chevalier's deal. They want to sign a new goalkeeper, Chevalier, for 40 million, and it's about to be completed. So if they complete it, it means that Donnarumma will be leaving. Let's see the club. Manchester United are interested. Manchester City are interested. There is also a little rumor that Chelsea are interested. Another thing I want to say is that I see that a lot of clubs, when they want to sell their players for high amounts, they will just quickly put Chelsea in the mix. They say Chelsea are interested. This is a strategy, and Tolboli have said about this. Let's see whether Chelsea will be able to move for him. But these are like the transfer information, all the things that happen in the transfer window. Let me know what you think in the comment section. How do you see these things? Watkins, and Sesko, Man U are interested. Then look at Chelsea, Jackson not going to Manchester United again. Chelsea struggling to sell, Chilwell, Viega hot on the market. Xavi Simons and Jorrel Hato coming very soon. Look at the situation of Rodrigo, rejecting Spurs, and Vini Jr. asking for, salary of Kylian Mbappé. Let me know what to think about all this. If you're not subscribed here, please subscribe. Thank you.